Some men are born into privilege, others into poverty. Abdul-Qadir Gilani was born into neither. He was born into destiny. His life would not be measured by riches or thrones, but by the way it touched hearts across centuries. Yet, before he became the Saint of Baghdad, he was a boy in a small Persian town, guided only by a mother's prayers and a hunger for truth. Indeed, the friends of God will have no fear, nor will they grieve. Quran, chapter 10, verse 62. Abdul-Qadir was born in 1077 in Gilan, a town in northern Persia. His father died while he was still a child, leaving his mother to raise him. She was a woman of faith, known for her devotion and honesty, and she planted those same values in her son. From the start, Abdul-Qadir seemed different. He preferred solitude over games, silence over chatter, and prayer over mischief. His mother sensed something extraordinary in him, and she nurtured it. When he reached his teenage years, she urged him to seek knowledge in Baghdad, the greatest center of learning in the Islamic world. Before he left, she stitched 40 gold coins into his clothes and reminded him of one rule: never lie, no matter the situation. With those words and her blessing, he set out on a journey that would shape his soul and the souls of millions after him. On the road to Baghdad, fate tested him. His caravan was ambushed by bandits, and the thieves stripped the travelers of their belongings. When they asked Abdul-Qadir if he had anything of value, he calmly told them about the coins hidden in his clothes. Shocked by his honesty, they dragged him to their leader. The bandit chief asked why he confessed. Abdul-Qadir replied, "My mother told me never to lie." The man, hardened by years of crime, was struck to the core. He repented then and there, and with him, many of his band joined him in remorse. A boy's truth had defeated an army of thieves. In Baghdad, Abdul-Qadir found himself in a city of splendor and chaos. It was the jewel of the Abbasid Caliphate, a city of palaces, mosques, and bustling markets. Scholars debated in grand halls, while beggars wandered the alleys. It was a place of brilliance and corruption, of wisdom and temptation. For a young seeker, it was both a treasure and a trial. He threw himself into study. He memorized scripture, learned jurisprudence, and absorbed theology under the greatest teachers of his time. His sharp mind and humble spirit made him stand out. He was disciplined, spending long nights in prayer and days in learning. Unlike many who sought fame through scholarship, Abdul-Qadir sought truth. He lived simply, often eating little and wearing plain clothes. Years of poverty did not discourage him. They strengthened him. But knowledge of books was not enough for him. He longed for something deeper, knowledge of the heart. He sought out the mystics and spiritual masters of Baghdad, men who taught that true faith is not only in rituals but in sincerity. He joined them in seclusion, fasting, and prayer. He wandered the deserts outside the city, battling hunger, loneliness, and the whisperings of his own ego. For years he lived between the world and withdrawal, sharpening not only his mind but his soul. These struggles forged him into more than a scholar. They made him a man of both law and spirit, intellect and humility. Slowly, his name began to spread in Baghdad. People whispered of a young man who combined the sharpness of a jurist with the tenderness of a saint. Someone who could argue like a lawyer yet live like a beggar. His reputation grew not because he sought it, but because light cannot be hidden. By the time Abdul-Qadir emerged fully from his years of retreat, he was ready to guide others. Baghdad, weary of corruption and hypocrisy, was ready for him. Kings would sit in his gatherings, and beggars would find food at his door. But before he became the master of thousands, he had to first conquer himself through honesty, hunger, solitude, and struggle. His journey of knowledge was the furnace in which his sainthood was forged.